Hi guys, welcome to the Synchro deck guide. A lot of people have been asking how do you play this Synchro deck. So here's a video about it. So I have updated the deck including some link monster. Later I'll be going through on how you can use them. Okay, so for the first part you'll have Effect Failure. This will actually let you negate one of your opponent's effect monster, which is quite good. And this is also a very important part for your link summon later. So yeah, next up will be Jet Synchron. This card, when you use as a synchro material, you can actually add one junk monster from your deck to your hand. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can actually special summon this card by discarding one of the cards in your hand. Next is Cyberse Synchron. This card can let you target one level 4 or lower monster you control, increase its level by its original level. This is situational, but the effect you make most out of is actually when it is in your graveyard. So if your monster in the extra monster zone to be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can actually banish this card from your graveyard, so you can negate the destruction of one of your monsters. Next up will be Quillbolt Hedgehog. So this card is most valuable when it's in your graveyard. So you can special summon this card by banishing it. You can special summon this card if you control a tuner monster. So if you have a tuner monster on the field, you can activate his graveyard effect, and Hedgehog will be special summoned to the field to actually help to extend your combo. Next will be Fleur Synchron. So when this card is used as a synchro material, you can special summon one level 2 or lower monster from your hand, which is also used to extend your synchro combo. Doppelwarrior, one of the key cards for this deck. So when this card is used as a material, you can actually special summon 2 Doppel tokens, which is level 1, which help you to summon your Celestial Double Star Shaman or your Material Metal Marcher and some of your level 4, level 5 cards. Next up is Maxx. I'm sure I do not have to go through this. Next up will be Caligo Claw Cr. This card, if you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card. Yeah, basically just a special summon card for you to extend your combo as well. Junk Converter is part of your key cards in this deck. So you can actually discard this card and add one Synchron monster from your deck to your hand. So if this card is used as a material, you can target one tuner in your graveyard, special summon it. So this will actually help to extend your combo as well. The next key card will be Junk Synchron. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So this is actually quite key to your start of the combo. Next up is Fire Ant Ascator, which need to make use of Ascator Dawnwalker. So when this card is special summoned by discarding one card from your hand, you can special summon one Fire Ant Ascator. So after you use this effect, you can only special summon from your extra deck synchro monster. Means your link monster you will not be able to activate. So next up will be Junk Forward. It's only one piece because it's used as a starter card. So if you control no monster, you can special summon this monster. As simple as that. Next up is Ash Blossom. I'm sure I'm not going to go through this card. Next up will be control cards. Raigeki, destroy all your opponent monster. Heartbeat Feather Duster, destroy all the spell and traps. Monster Reborn, Foolish Barrel. This card is mainly to throw your hedgehog to the graveyard, so you can use the effect later. Reinforcement of the army, mostly to add Junk Synchron or Doppelwarrior to your hand. Next up, Tuning is a must, so you can add one Synchron tuner to your hand, and also send the top card of your deck to your graveyard. So if your first turn and you happen to have Junk Synchron but you do not have any grave monster, you can use tuning, add one Synchron tuner and hope that your top card is actually a level 2 or lower monster, so that when you summon Junk Synchron, you can special summon that card from the graveyard. Next up, Power of Desire is a situational card. If you have enough cards in your hands, then you do not need to use this. But if you really have no choice, you can use this card to draw 2 cards. Twin Twister destroys spell traps. Fall of the Grave to negate their Maxx or their Ash Blossom. Next is Solemn Judgment. Destroy monster summon activation of spell or trap cards. Next up will be extra deck, Celestial Double Star Shaman. When this card is special summoned, you can special summon up to 4 level 2 non-tuner monsters from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, so this is used to extend your combo, as well as to summon out your shooting monster dragon because it's a synchron tuner. Next up is Metal Marcher. So when this card is single summon, you can target one tuner in your graveyard to special summon it in defense position. Yeah, so this is actually to help you to special summon one of the tuner to extend your combo again. And this card could be used to special summon shooting monster dragon as well. Next up is Herald of the Arclight. So this card is a one-time negate. It will help you to destroy one trap or spell cards or monster effect by tributing this card. Next up is one of your key monster to this deck as well. So when this card is synchro summoned, when a monster is synchro summoned, you draw one card. So this is actually quite OP because you'll be synchro summoning like a madman. So you'll be drawing a lot of cards, which will be showing you in the gameplay later. Accel Synchron. This is actually quite a good card. It will let you access to your satellite warrior very effectively by tributing Librarian or Speeder depending on the situation. I'll show you more in depth later if possible. So its effect is to send one synchron monster from your deck to the graveyard to increase its level or reduce the level of this monster. So normally, if you are unable to summon Celestial Double Star, you will summon out Accel Synchron, and then you discard Junk Synchron from your deck to the graveyard, and then decreasing this level by 3. So you'll be using Junk Speeder level 5, Accel Synchron level 2, and Librarian level 5 to summon out your shooting monster dragon. It's quite situational, but see, if you have a level 6 or level 7 monster, you can discard accordingly to decrease the level or increase the level for you to summon up your shooting monster dragon. So it's a situational card. Next up is Junk Speeder. It's the most important card in this deck. You can run it at 2 if possible. You can remove your Stardust Charge Warrior. Because once this is negated, you actually lost 50% of the combo in this deck. So when this card is special synchro summon, you can summon as much synchron tuner as possible with different levels. So normally you'll be summoning Jet Synchron, Cyberse Synchron, Fleur Synchron, or Junk Synchron. So three of these cards will be on the field. So normally we'll summon Jet Synchron because of the graveyard effects. We'll show you more in depth later. So Stardust Charge Warrior, this card is to help you to draw one card if you do not have enough card in your hands. The next card will be a negator, Dragster. This card will negate one spell and trap cards or effects. by reducing the level by 2. So once you negate an effect from your opponent, his card level will drop by 2. So from level 7 you'll drop to level 5. So if you have a Accel Synchron, you can actually synchro summon Satellite Warrior on your opponent's turn after the negation of one card to destroy their upcoming card in their main phase. It's a bit confusing, but I will show you more details if possible in the duel later. Next up we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. It's actually quite good, but it's actually one negate to monster effect only. So you can negate the activation and then destroy the monster. If you do that, you will gain the attack equal to the destroy monster original attack. And also if you battle an opponent's level 5 or higher monster, during damage calculation this card will gain equal to the current attack of the opponent monster is battling. So for example, you are using Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, you are attacking Galaxy Eyes. So you'll gain 3000 attack plus 3000, you'll have 6000 attack and you'll destroy the monster. Next, Chaos Ruler is actually used as a card searcher and also to throw your Hedgehog to your graveyard. So you actually take a look at the top 5 of your deck, and if you have a light or dark monster for the 5 card, you can add it to your hand. So normally you hope that you can get Caligo Claw, Doppelwarrior or Junk Synchron. And also you hope that Quillbolt Hedgehog is in the search, so this will be discarded to the grave instead. And you can use the effect to summon it out later. Yep, so that's all for this, and this could be special summon if it's in your graveyard by banishing one light or dark monster from your hand or the graveyard. Next up, Satellite Warrior. Once this is synchro summon, you can target cards your opponent control up to the number of synchro monsters in your graveyard. So this card will actually destroy a lot of cards from your opponent's field because you will be having a lot of synchro monsters in your graveyard. So shooting QUASAR Dragon used for OTK because it can attack twice. And also is a one turn negate. You can negate one activation of the monster effect or spell or trap cards. So if you negate the card, you actually get destroyed. Next up is the Link monster, Whitestone. This card, when you link summon, you can actually special summon one level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck. So normally this will be comboed with Effect Veiler. You use the effect to summon out Effect Veiler. After that, you will link summon into Celine because it needed 2 monsters including a spellcaster. So you use Synchron and Winston and Effect Veiler, link summon Celine, and then you can activate the effect by removing 3 spell counters from Celine to special summon one monster from the hand or graveyard. So once you link summon Celine, you activate the effect, you special summon Effect Veiler again from the graveyard, and after that you can summon Access Code Talker. So Access Code Talker will activate this effect and you target Celine. You'll gain 1000 damage based on the link rating of the monster you selected. So Celine is link 3, you can actually gain 3000 attack from selecting Celine. So your attack will be 5300. And also you can activate the effect of Access Code Talker again, destroy one card your opponent control, and this is actually quite helpful. So how do you do that? You activate the effect, you can banish your Crystal, banish your Celine, destroy 2 cards on the field, and then you go for the OTK. with access code talker and the remaining cards in the field. Okay, so that's all for the explanation for this deck. We'll move on to the gameplay. Okay, now come to the gameplay. So if you are going for the first turn, right, what cards do you want to have on the board? Normally you want to have your Dragster, because this will negate one of the monster effect, trap or spell cards. Or Herald of the Arclight, this will help you to negate one of the spell trap cards and monster effect. The other thing you want to have maybe Accel Synchron and then one level 5 monster, so that you can synchro summon Satellite Warrior during their turn. So the optimal hand to start, this is actually quite okay, but depending on whether your opponent have Ash Blossom, because on this current hand you do not really have anything to bait out their Ash Blossom. So we'll just go ahead to show you what kind of combo you can do. First, you can start by activating Junk Converter effect. So you send Junk Converter and discard one effect, one tuner monster to the graveyard, and take Junk Synchron to your hand. Special summon, normal summon Junk Synchron. Use the effect. Special summon Junk Converter. So when a card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can actually activate Doppelwarrior effect. Special summon it from your hand. Next up, you can synchro summon. You can leave Caligo Claw Cr effects to later. So you special summon Librarian first, because using Junk Converter's effect, you can actually get your Junk Synchron back again, and then summon Junk Speeder using Junk Synchron and Doppelwarrior. Let me show you now. Next, special summon Librarian. Activate the effect of Junk Converter. When it's used as a synchro material, you can return one tuner from graveyard to the field. So you special summon Junk Synchron. So this is one of your key cards to maximize your hand. So once you synchro summon a monster, you get to draw a card. This effect is actually quite OP, because you'll be summoning a mad tons of monsters. So you'll be going to Junk Speeder. Face up attack position. So you see it's chain 1. If you have a monster effect other than Junk Speeder, make sure to chain Junk Speeder to the first chain, and followed by your Doppelwarrior, because these can actually help to block out a Maxx from your opponent, because the Doppelwarrior effects will activate before the Junk Speeder. Normally we'll get Jet Synchron, and in this case we'll get Fleur Synchron. Okay, so right now nothing much we can do. We'll activate this card, get a monster card to our hand, probably Doppelwarrior. And from here we can go into Stardust Charge Warrior first. Get one of these and Junk Speeder. Draw one card, activate Stardust Charge Warrior, draw another card, activate Jet Synchron's ability, grab one monster from your deck. So Ideally, we'll be getting Junk Converter. So draw 2 cards, then activating Tuner. We'll get Cyberse Synchron. Right now, can activate Metal Marshal. Special summon this. Draw a card. Activate Metal Marshal effect. Summon Effect Veiler. Activate Fleur Synchron effect. When it's used as a synchron material, you can special summon one level 2 or lower monster from your hand. So currently we have 1 tuner, 2 monster. We'll be probably going for Cyberse Synchron. Summon 1 effect Veiler. And then we will go into Celestial Double Star using Cyberse Defense. Activate effect. And special summon Doppelwarrior because we have already used Junk Converter's effect this turn. Next up, we can go into Dragster using Effect Veiler and Stardust Charge Warrior. And draw a card. It's not quite an ideal hand, but we can continue. I think we will just stop the combo here. Let me show you the Accel Synchron's effect. I use Metal Marshal and Doppelwarrior. Synchro summon Accel Synchron. Activate Doppelwarrior effect. Two tokens. So for now, you know that your 2 foreign synchron is here, so you cannot decrease it to level 3 and use it together with this. So you'll just leave it on the field and then use it with your Librarian, since you already have enough cards in your hands. So we'll go on to summon Level. Defense position. Draw a card. So right now, first turn, nothing much you can do anymore. Why didn't I summon Satellite Warrior this turn? Because I have Accel Synchron and Librarian. I'll show you next turn what we can do with this card. Since you're gonna discard a card, you might as well special summon. Still nothing you can do. End your turn. Discard Hedgehog because this card is best when in your graveyard. So now you see this deck, this field. Want to activate spell cards? You can use this one, but this one will minus your life points, so you just use your Dragster, since you still have a Herald to negate it later. So actually once you use this effect, it will decrease its level by 2, so you can actually synchro summon your Satellite Warrior this card. We have to destroy it because neither player can tribute summon except zombie monster. You have no choice but to destroy it. You can actually use Twin Twister also, so up to you. Or you can use your Herald to destroy it. But this card is a must go. I will save the Herald for the other things. So once they set a card, and you know next turn you're gonna OTK them, depending on what card, what decks you're playing, they'll actually be summoning more monster or setting more cards. But for the sake of the video, I will just show you the effect of Accel Synchron. So you get to special summon Satellite Warrior using, because you know you're gonna OTK, you actually do not need this card anymore. So you special summon your Satellite Warrior, activate the effects, destroy as many cards as possible, because in your graveyard you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can actually destroy 6 cards from his field. It's damn OP, and you get 1000 damage point for each card destroyed. So actually if he has 6 cards, you will gain 6000 attack. So from here, what can you do? Remember, you still have this effect of Jet Synchron, but because you are running out on tuners, right? The next ideal thing you can do is to summon your Link monster. How do you do that? You need a tuner on the field. So I'll be summoning Fleur Synchron, summoning do I need this card? Nope. So I'll be summoning Crystal using this, this, summoning Crystal, activating the effect, summon effect Veiler from the deck, special summon Celine, spell counters go up, activate the effect, remove 3 spell counters, special summon effect Veiler from the graveyard. Since succeed in special summoning a monster, activate the effect, you can activate this to summon Doppelwarrior. Fence, special summon SS Code Talker using Veiler, Celine, SS Code Talker activate effect, target Celine, gain 3000 attack because he is link 3. And if there are still cards on your opponent's field, you can actually activate SS Code Talker effect, banish your link monster in the graveyard. You can destroy the cards on the field. So to further see what you can do, you need special summon Jet Synchron from the graveyard. Discard 1 card, summon Jet Synchron, summon Chaos Ruler using Doppelwarrior and Librarian. Can look through 5 cards from your deck and activate Doppelwarrior effect. Actually, that was a misplay, because once I activate, there will be no more space for me to summon a tuner monster later. Actually, there's nothing much you can do here really. Yep, see, there's nothing much you can do, you just go for the win strategy. Yeah, so that's all for this video on how to play this Synchro deck. If you have any question, feel free to comment. I will try to reply to all of them as soon as possible. Do remember to like and subscribe to the video, and thank you for watching.